Hello everybody, my name is Minnie, and this is 7 reasons why Albus Dumbledore was just messed up. But just know that this is a big spoiler alert for almost every book and sometimes movie. So now at number 7 we have, he could have told Harry that Grindelwald was his friend. Because then, even if that caused dislike for Dumbledore from Harry, that would at least be healed with future acquaintances. Except of, just having to find out after he already died, and then just only having one acquaintance that healed it, which I find pretty strange how that healed it. Next, we have, he never told Harry that he had a family. If Harry was his most trusted friend at the time, he could have at least told Harry that he had a family where 3 out of 5 members were already dead, and that all he had left was a brother, and that he had a sister who never went to Hogwarts, and that he had a dad who had to go to Azkaban, and that he had a mom who died before he went on vacation. Next, we have, he never told anyone why his sister couldn't go to school. He just said, oh, she's ill. He never told anyone the exact reason. If he just told people, oh, these Muggle boys attacked her because they found out about her powers and they drove her insane, that's a little more believable, to be honest, than she's ill. Which it goes the same way for why, his dad went to Azkaban for attacking Muggles instead of just, oh yeah, my dad was a jerk. It's better to just say that he attacked Muggles who attacked his daughter and drove her insane. Because then it actually puts people on his side some more instead of people like Rita Skeeter. Next we have, he never told Harry he had to die. That would, everyone had to think that Snape was a bad guy, I get that, but still, he could have at least told Harry that he had to die. And then Snape, he couldn't have mentioned Snape's part in him dying, but instead just say that he had to die. And so that Harry thought that it was Malfoy. And then still petrified Harry before he died, like he actually did. And just make Harry think that Snape wasn't supposed to kill him, and that it was supposed to be Malfoy who killed him. Next, we have that he never told Harry he was a Horcrux. If he could have told Snape and had Harry find out through his words to Snape, he could have at least told Harry before he died, yo, Harry, you have to turn yourself into Voldemort when the war comes because you're a Horcrux. If he said that, a lot of trouble would be gone with Harry having to be wow, he never told me any of these things. He's untrustworthy. Up next, we have, he hired followers of Voldemort twice. Not just once, but twice. First, he hired Quirrell. And, he had to at least realize that Quirrell was a follower of Voldemort. Quirrell was already wearing his turban when he hired him. I found out from the Half-Blood Prince that he usually hires his people around mid to late June. Because of all of the time spans in Half-Blood Prince, then that's about the time that he hired Slughorn. So that's probably about the time that he hired Quirrell. And I don't have the first book with me, so I don't exactly know how Quirrell said he got his turban, but I just know that he had his turban and had the fake stuttering when he was hired, or else Dumbledore would have said something about it. And so he wouldn't have seen Quirrell's head. But, like, why would Quirrell randomly just disappear in the middle of the night and just... Why would he be trying to get to some random places and stuff? Like, at the end he knew that he was a follower of Voldemort, because at the end then he was just like, Harry went after him, didn't he? To Ron and Hermione. So, of course he knew that Quirrell was a follower then, so if he found it out later, why couldn't he just find it out at the beginning? And then Snape doesn't count, because Snape wasn't really a follower of Voldemort, so he technically hired them 3 times, but we'll just say twice. And for Moody, okay, so Dumbledore knew Moody for years. He did hire him before Barty Crouch Jr. came, but he should have known when he starts teaching that Moody wouldn't actually mean the killing or Cruciatus Curse, or make Neville suffer by watching the Cruciatus Curse, because he knew that Neville's parents were tortured. And so he knew what that meant to Neville. He wouldn't make him watch the Cruciatus Curse. And he also wouldn't flinch after just drinking something out of his flask. That's not like Moody at all. Moody is tough. Moody wouldn't just flinch because he took a sip of his drink. So he should have, fired him or something. I don't know. He should have known that was not Moody. And it only took him until the very end, after Cedric died, when Moody walked away with Harry, to know that that wasn't actually Moody. Okay, last, he hired Voldemort. He hired Voldemort. And this is the same theory that I had with Quirrell before. If he found out at the end, he would have at least known at the beginning, and he didn't think that Voldemort was completely gone. If Hagrid didn't think it and Hagrid was right, I'm sure that he knew that Voldemort was still there. Because he had Snape protect Harry. So he couldn't just be protecting Harry from, bullies and stuff. He knew it was Voldemort. So why couldn't he know that, until the very end, that Quirrell had Voldemort on the back of his head? And Quirrell lied to all of his classes about how he got his turban, and so that probably means he lied to Dumbledore about the same thing. And if even, someone as stupid as Harry believed that something was messed up with that story, and, basically no one believed his story, so Dumbledore obviously didn't believe his story either. So why? Why would he hire Quirrell still? I'm sure there were plenty of other worthy teachers. I know that in the Chamber of Secrets it said that, the only one who applied was Lockhart. He was the only one. But then, in the first one it didn't say that. That's the only one where it said that. And I doubt Lockhart was actually the only one, too, because there was always Snape. But, of course, he always declined Snape until the Half-Blood Prince, when Snape has to kill him. But those are just all of my theories and all of the reasons I think Dumbledore was pretty messed up. So, don't blame me if you don't believe any of these. But if you do, please comment any more theories you have, or any evidence that you have of any of mine. Anyway, bye guys.